Hello, my beautiful friends. Gabe Elguera here from drumbeatsonline.com. And today we are talking about the 10 huge mistakes that rock drummers make behind the drum kit, or whatever the title of this video says. Now, I've grown up my entire life basically playing different forms of rock music. So today I'm going to be taking you through some of the mistakes that I've made throughout my life, but also mistakes that I see a lot of other rock drummers make. Now, before we get into that, the question is, should I wear these glasses? I'm going to take them off. You know what? Gotta stay true. All right, now let's roll an intro or something. All right, so the first mistake that I see a ton of rock drummers make is that they have no dynamics. Most rock drummers that I see are just constantly bashing their drums at all times. They're just constantly at level 10 or 11 all the time throughout the verse, chorus, intro, every part of the song. While it is great to be able to have the ability to access this level of energy, we need to know when to use it. If you're constantly hitting your drums super hard the entire time, it's really gonna lose its effect. We want to be able to take people on a journey and be able to play a really light verse and build the energy up into the chorus or the bridge to make a song really ebb and flow. If you're just constantly hitting your drums super hard, it's not gonna sound great. The second mistake is that rock drummers are playing the same rock fills over and over and over again. You're constantly playing 16th notes around the kit or some 8th note flam pattern around the kit. Basically, it's a lot of things that start off on the snare and go around the kit to end on the floor tom. While these fills are really important and pack a punch, it's really important to be able to differentiate our fills, to be able to incorporate some rudiments or a little bit of finesse to our drum fills. Remember, it's kind of like the same thing of if you're constantly playing really hard all the time, it kind of loses its luster after a while. So if you're constantly playing the same rock drum fills, people are gonna know what to expect, and honestly, they're gonna get really bored with your drumming. Now this leads into mistake number 3, which is a lack of creativity. I hear so many rock drummers playing the same parts as everyone else. Now it's important to know the foundations of rock drumming and to be able to execute them well. But if you have nothing in your playing that is unique and personal to you, then people are gonna get really bored with your drumming. Now drummers like Travis Barker and Neil Peart aren't really popular for just playing the same beats over and over and over. They're really popular because they are very creative with their drum parts, which makes a statement and does something really cool for rock drumming overall. Number 4 is having no feel behind the drum kit. I notice so many rock drummers can only play straight beats, straight patterns, and straight fills. While it is very important to be good at the foundation of rock drumming, if you can't overall play a pocket or play a groove, then this is a big issue. Take, for example, John Bonham. This is someone who can incorporate groove and shuffles into his rock playing and make them feel so good. But if you asked most rock drummers to play a cool shuffle groove, they'd be like, oh, well, I don't need that, I just play rock music. This can really limit your playing, and having good feel can improve your overall playing no matter what genre of music you are playing in. It's always important to remember that pocket and groove are always going to be key. The 5th mistake that rock drummers make is that they can get addicted to their double bass pedal. Now, I'm not trying to make any controversial statements. I use the double bass pedal when I play with the band Prevail, and a lot of the times here in the studio, I will have the double bass pedal on my kit as well. I think this can be used as a great resource to help us expand our drumming in some really cool ways, which I think is awesome. However, I think there can be a dark side for some drummers where they can't play any of their fills or any of their beats without a double bass pedal. This can be a really huge problem and can limit your creativity in some really big ways. If you show up to a gig and you forget your double bass pedal and all they have is a single pedal, and you don't know how to fully play your instrument with confidence anymore, personally, I think that could be an issue. It is really important to be able to play your instrument with a single pedal and still get some really cool sounds out of it, and to be able to use the double pedal to elevate that and add a new element in. But if it becomes a crutch that's something that you want to be careful with. The sixth mistake is that some rock drummers have no energy when they are playing live. This can be a really huge issue because rock music overall has so much energy to it. So you want to make sure that when you are playing live in front of people, that you are matching that energy level. I'm sure so many of us have gone to gigs where the music sounds really good, but the musicians just look super bored on stage. This is why drummers like Dave Grohl are so awesome, because when we watch him play drums, there's so much energy, and that can be addictive to the person who's watching. We can be very drawn to those people. So if you are ever playing live, make sure that the energy you are giving to your instrument is matching the overall energy of the music. The seventh mistake is that a lot of rock drummers will overplay their instrument. For us, it is really important to make the overall band sound really good. The truth is that the focus of everything shouldn't be on the drummer alone, but the band as a whole. So we want to play parts that fit the rest of the music. Even if your fills sound really awesome, if they don't fit what everyone else is doing in the music, then overall, it's maybe not the best option. So always make sure that you are analyzing the music and trying to play the best parts for the overall song. The eighth mistake is that rock drummers are always playing singles. For all their fills, for all their beats, they're always playing single stroke rolls. Now the benefit of this is that it is really easy to have power behind your drumming when you are playing singles. Now the downside of this is you can fall into a lot of the traps that we talked about earlier, where you fall into a lack of creativity, or maybe your dynamics are totally gone. But when we can start to incorporate doubles or even other rudiments into our playing, not only can we improve our creativity and improve our dynamics, but our drum parts can just sound cooler overall. This can be a great way to get out of the norm and to get out of these rock drumming ruts that I'm sure so many of us get in, where we're just playing single strokes around our kit all the time. Once we start incorporating different double strokes and rudiments, this can sound really cool, especially in the context of rock drumming. The ninth mistake is that I'll notice some rock drummers play with really bad technique, and as a result, break a lot of their gear. I see rock drummers breaking sticks every song, breaking heads every set, and breaking cymbals every week. Now, aside from this just being an incredibly expensive problem to have, there's also a deeper problem underneath that, and that is having poor technique behind the drum kit, which can inhibit you in so many ways. This can really hinder your ability to be able to make beats feel good, and over time, this could actually damage your body, and that is something we don't want to do. So my recommendation for all rock drummers out there is to really put a focus on your technique and to be able to improve that so that we can keep our gear safe, keep our body safe, and hopefully improve our feel along with it. The 10th mistake that I notice rock drummers make is that during their practice time, they're strictly practicing by playing along to other songs. While I think it is awesome to be able to play along with songs and to be able to play with other people, this is such an important skill to have and it should be practiced. When you only practice that way, you are really neglecting practicing playing your instrument as a whole. I notice so many rock drummers are relatively confident when they can play along to songs or play with other musicians. But when it comes to just playing their instrument by itself, they feel lost. They don't know what to do behind the kit. And this is a big issue. I want us all to enjoy our instrument without having other songs or other instruments involved. At the baseline, we should be able to play our instrument well and to have fun with it. And then when we bring everyone else in, it only elevates that. So with your practice time, make sure that you are playing along to other songs, but you're also putting the necessary focus on your instrument as a whole as well. So there you have it. There are 10 mistakes that rock drummers make pretty darn often, including myself when I was younger. Which one of these resonate with you the most? Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to get the conversation started. I feel like we should all be open with our struggles and reach out for help, because that's how we're gonna grow and that's how we are gonna build an awesome community around rock drumming. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sure I will see you in other lessons soon. Please stay true and I will see you soon. Bye.